Hello and welcome. Name's Derek, and I sell physical media on eBay. I make videos about that. This is a what sold video. This is what got listed. Stop the music. So I have my battery pack charging over here. Didn't have my phone plugged in when I went live yesterday. I just took apart. I went and got some little bucket of tools from Tractor Supply. So it's just a smaller store, mainly for tractors and hardware. Little bucket that had like 4 or 5 little tools in it, vice grips and some little clippers and snips. Not exactly the best. It was $11, but it was enough to. That's better than the stuff that I had before. So I got circuit boards. Those are all taken apart. All the little chunks of copper off them. And that stuff is sorted and situated. All the non-ferrous stuff is all separated. So I did that, but I had to use that to charge my phone last night, and that used that all up. So it is a sales video. It's not too bad. The typical average here. Awaiting shipment. 225 in 9 orders so far. And it starts off with a book. Okay, I have this book. I've had it for maybe a month. $15. And the next is this right here. So I got this the other day at VOA, so Tuesday. Right? Listed it yesterday, sold yesterday. I had it up for $62. So I'm coming in with the best offer for $50. Sure. I'm sure it would sell some other time, but it's not going to be much of anything over $60, and it'd probably end up being $50 anyhow. Just based on my looking and research. So the dollar or 50 cents that I paid for it, $50. So old PC program. This is not the manual. This is the install program to install. So I like those things. C41. And this one I just got. Joseph Hayden. This right here is what it looks like. So this is another one that I just got. Got it because it's sealed. Hayden stuff. Not super fast sellers or anything like that. But this is a 2-disc sealed. I figured there'd have to be something worthwhile for me to pick it up for whatever I paid for it, 50 cents or $1. But this one sold for $25. 31. $31 is top 10 series of Robbie Neville. That was right there. Robbie Neville. This was 26. So if you're new here, I round up or round down. This one is 25.55, so I rounded up to 26. The other one was 24.54, so I rounded up to 25. Right, let me get another book. Actually, there's a couple more and a cassette. Let me just get all that at once. So the next one we have is this book here. So it's called Freewheeling Time, a memoir of Greenwich Village in the 60s. And it looks like it's in Chinese. So I actually got this out in the Avon run. There is a store. I used to get some Prime energy drinks, and there was a flat of like, I don't know, 27 or 30 or however many it was, and you got 3 flats at a time, and they ended up being $9 for all 30 of those Prime energy drinks. The not Paul Walker, not Jake Paul. Is that it? It has his Prime, but that store had cases and cases of them, so I'd buy 3 of them at a time. So they were whatever, like 25 cents or 30 cents each instead of like $3 each. So I had those for a little while. But that's where I got this as well. One time, I think the book itself was maybe $4 or $5. But for the stuff I'm trying to find at this store that can sell, I think this and one other thing, and it's like there was a CD or something. But this one is going international. $40. So the sale of that pays for at least one of the $27 orders that I got. I bought those multiple, and probably like 3 times. So 9 flats total. True Romance Snapcase. True Romance Snapcase. There's a whole lot in it, but I got it and it's gone. $9. C23. Let's figure what that stuff is at. There's another one of those. I got actually in that same area, the Avon of all those different stores and towns that are there. I went to an estate sale, or not an estate sale, just a yard sale out there. And they still had their garage open. But they were done. And they were, oh no, it wasn't a estate sale, but they were finishing up. But the garage door was still open. I go in and I start looking. I said, hello, anybody here? Like, oh, we're actually done. It's like, all right, I'll cut to the chase. I'm looking for physical media stuff, CDs, DVDs, books, and I went through the small list, and they're like, yeah, I mean, come on, we'll show you some of this. So I bought, I don't know, like 10 CDs, and I think a book, and a couple DVDs, and I was like, what's the price? And they said whatever. I mean, it was like $3 or $4 or whatever. It wasn't a lot, but I got these 2 Janis Joplin CDs within that, and I see one, Cheap Thrills and Pearl. So these got moved around. So it looks like they are no longer by each other. So I need to find Janis Joplin Cheap Thrills. Yeah, that's just Pearl. Actually, I do have another Grupo Mayo. All right, Flirtations, Cleveland, Foreigner, Pat Daly, Rapid Rick, Tina Turner, Vork, Amy Grant, Nick Jonas, Tchaikovsky, Lifehouse. Actually, that's signed. You and me, all of the people. Where you at, Janice? Well, I hope. That's Pat Daly. That is not it. No, that's not it. Well, can't find the other one. So, I don't know what happened. It could. I doubt it. Let me finish this. I might be able to just type it up and see if I have it somewhere else. So this is Don't Get Lost. Something with a, I forget exactly what they just call these things, little templates, stencil, but it's not. This Don't Get Lost thing, little book, $17. And Frank Zappa cassette, 11. So I am more pressed about this Janis Joplin. I mean, it's only $11, so if I have to refund it, be like, I can't find the second CD. If you just want me to send the other one for basically, at the, I'll refund you whichever, like $4. That way you'll get that specific CD for. But if not, then I'm not pressed about it. Things don't happen too often. So only thing else that I have that's Janis are cassette tapes. Let's see the title. I don't think so. It may have been picked when I was doing the inventory sorting and stuff. But if I'm going to see two CDs, at least two, and I'm looking and I grab the one, at least one of them that's in that listing, I'm not going to just grab one of the two. I will find both. So it could either be in everything else, or I'm just flat out not seeing it, and it's open, so that's going to narrow it down. It's not Foreigner. Huh. There it is. Because, there's nothing of Janis Joplin on there. There's Cheap Thrills all the way down here. But the Janis Joplin collection, Cheap Thrills. All right, $11. So you always check again and take those out and look at them. Although I probably looked 4 times while I was just a few minutes ago. You know what? I know better. I know myself better. So 228, or I'm sorry, 225. 9 orders. So unless another one comes in before this actually hits YouTube, then I will I won't put the screenshot of the totality. If something does come in, that'll make it to where it'll be enough for a screenshot. All right, so let's go to wrap that one up. Like what you heard, what you saw, like what you learned. I can go with that book, but it's a foreign book that's going back to a different country. So it's spent its time going around. But primarily, I will go with the if you're searching for stuff, keep yourself dedicated, because I know that I did a inventory check and all the items should be in the appropriate boxes. So for me to not be able to find something in a box, it's most likely because of me. Same thing could apply to you. If you have a very, very absolute 99.99% certainty that it should be there, yes, you're going to doubt yourself if you don't find it on the first or second time, but keep looking. Keep looking. For CDs wise, is what I did. The last resort is going to be, I knew it was open, so I'm going to take every single one of those open ones out and look at the front to see if I can get the fronts to match up. Because sometimes, rarely, but sometimes it's not on the spine. This one is, but it wasn't really within my eyeballing for it. So if you can't find something, slow down. I'm going to wrap that one up. Like what you heard, like what you saw. Already would do. All right, let me think of going up. See, that's why I did that. Comment down below, subscribe, share. Those are all free. They help me, they help you. So we can sell physical media on eBay. Thanks.